Hey guys, and welcome back for another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super cute triple zipper pouch. This is a great pencil case for this upcoming school year, or if you're into couponing and budgeting to keep yourself extra organized. This pouch can be made with as many zipper pockets as you would like, and I'll show you how to do that within the video. With all the tutorials, there will be a blog post which is linked below, as well as the information icon. There you'll find the measurements and links to products and tools I use in my videos. And if you're not already, I would love it if you subscribed, hit that notification bell to be alerted of new and future tutorials, and smash that like button, as the kids like to say. Now, let's get into the tutorial. So for this project, I will be making 3 separate zipper pouches, basically. So I'm going to have 4 pieces of fabric for each pouch. So in total, I'm going to have 12 pieces of fabric that are all the same size. 6 will be outer fabrics, and then 6 will be lining fabrics. And then I'll have 3 zippers, because I'm making 3 separate pouches. The first thing we're going to do is take one of our outer fabrics. We will take the zipper with the zipper pulled down, place that on top. If you have a directional fabric, be mindful and make sure you're at the top of your directional fabric. And then we're going to place one of the lining on top. I'm going to be showing you the first step of this pouch, but you're going to do this 2 more times for the other 2 pouches, because we're actually making 3 separate zipper pouches, but then when we go to assemble it all, they're all going to kind of go together. So the first thing I'm going to do is just sew down the one side there. And then we will do that for the other 2 zipper pouches. So one more outer and one more lining. And then again, another outer and another lining. So in this tutorial, I'm making the 2 outers in the owl print. And then I'm going to make the center pouch out of the blue print. And then I'm just going to flip each one, and we're just going to do a top stitch along those zipper teeth. And I'm going to do that to the other 2 zipper pouches. And I'm going to be using my zipper foot in this tutorial. If you're new to zipper feet, I'll have a link in the information icon for my zipper feet tutorial, so you can learn all about that. So next, I'm just going to show you what I have and where you should be. So here is the 3 separate zipper pouches. We've only done half of the zipper, and next we're going to install the other half of our fabrics. So I'm going to take one of my zipper pouches, and I'm going to take another one of my outer fabrics. I'll put that with the right sides of my outer fabrics together, lining up that edge with the edge of the zipper. Make sure that your fabrics are all lined up on the sides, and take that last piece of lining for that pouch, and we will line those up all with the zipper. And again, we will sew down that side. And again, we are doing the exact same thing with all the other pouches. I really like this project because you could actually add more zipper pouches to it. It would get a little bit more complicated with more pouches, but it's definitely doable. Or you could just do 2 pouches. So whatever you want to do, depending on how organized, you can customize to whatever you like. So again, once you do that one seam, then you just open it up and you're going to do that top stitch along your zipper. And now I'm just going to repeat those steps for the last 2 zipper pouches. So I hope you're enjoying the tutorial so far. I just wanted to let you know, if you're not already following over at the Facebook group, I will have those links in the description box below. You can come over and join the Charmed by Ashley community. And if you make any of my projects, we would love to see it. And of course, you can share whatever you're working on. All things sewing, we all love to share our projects and talk. So definitely head over there. Okay, so now we have all of our zipper pouch bases done. So they all look the same, other than the fact that I have the one pouch that is a different fabric. They're all exactly the same. So now we're gonna work on putting them all together. So we're gonna take one of the pouches and we're gonna attach it to the other pouch. So I'm gonna take the outer fabric of the first pouch, and then the outer fabric of the middle pouch. And I'm gonna put those with the right sides together, and I'm kind of tucking away all the other fabric. So both sides of the lining are tucked away, and just those two pieces are going to be together, right sides together. And I'm making sure it's all lined up. And now we're going to get a ruler and a marking tool. So I'm just going to go grab some chalk, and I'm going to just draw some guidelines, and I'm going to draw lines about 1.5 inches away from all 4 sides. So 1.5 inches away from the zipper and then from the other 3 sides. I chose 1.5 inches because it just gave me enough room without being super complicated, and you'll see later on why that is. But I think 1.5 inches away from the edges is a perfect measurement for this pouch. So now those guidelines, we're going to sew that whole box, making sure that you back stitch at the starting and the end, just so that you can make sure that your pouches stay nice and secure, and just go all the way around those guidelines. Now our 2 pouches are secured, and this is how it should look. And we're going to do the same thing to attach the last pouch. We're just going to find the second or the other right side of our middle pouch, and we will put that with the right sides together with our 3rd pouch. So if you had a 4th or a 5th pouch, then you would just keep going, attaching in the order that you prefer. And I'm just going to do those guidelines again, 1.5 inches away from all 4 sides. So I thought now would be a good time to maybe introduce some trivia into my videos. So I'm going to ask a question, and I just want to hear why you think this is in the comments below. So zippers were invented in 1893, and I was wondering, why do you think zippers were invented? And no cheating, just put why you think down below, and I will talk about it in the next video. Okay, so this is how it should look. So now we can start to close up all of our zipper pouches, and then we'll be done. So this is where it can get a little bit confusing, but you just need to remember that you have 3 separate pouches. So just remember that when you're working with each pouch, you make sure you're working with the outer fabrics for that pouch and the lining for that pouch. So for the first pouch with the tan zipper, I'm going to take the 2 linings and put those with the right sides together. You're definitely going to want to use your pins and your clips for this step, just to make things easier for you. But after you pinned your linings, so then we're going to take the outer fabrics for that first tan zipper pouch, and we're going to put those with the right sides together also. As you can see, it's going to be a little complicated just because that center zipper pouch is attached to it, but all you're going to do is basically take the other 2 pouches, and you're going to scrunch all that fabric up. Try to put that sort of in the center of the first zipper pouch that we're assembling, and we will just kind of stick it inside those 2 outer fabrics. So at first it can look a little confusing, but once you figure it out, it is still a little fiddly, but then it makes sense. So I'm gonna take my clips and I will clip all the way around, and it is a little bulky, and you will be kind of shoving all those things. You got to shove the zippers in and everything, but it is definitely doable. It just looks kind of a little crazy at this moment, but as the pouches get assembled, it gets easier and easier. So I'm just going to show you the whole process for the first pouch, just so that you can completely understand what's happening, but I'll probably speed up the other ones, just because once you have the first pouch down, then you're like, oh, okay, I think I understand now. I'm hoping that you do. I try my best so that I can give you clear instructions so that things aren't confusing, because especially if you're a new sewer, I totally get how things can be confusing. I've been there. I know sometimes it's just like, okay, whoa, like I can't even, and then I just need to like walk away. But hopefully you can understand, and my tutorials are as best described as I can get them for your level of skill, whichever level you have. So as you saw there, we're just going to sew all the way around, and we're going to leave a hole about 3 or 4 inches wide within the lining pocket. And make sure when you go over your zippers that you have opened up your pouch. So you just push that zipper pull inside a bunch just so that you can birth your bag when you have it all sewn up. So here I'm just going to take that zipper and then just push that in as much as I can. And then I'll just flatten those little pieces of zipper and then sew right over top. I like to use the nylon zippers just because you can just sew right over top. You know, you don't damage your needle or break your needle off in your face. So I really like those ones. And now I'm going to snip off that excess zipper. And this is how it'll look. So all of it is bunched in the outer portion of it. So as you can see, now I have one of my zipper pouches totally assembled, basically. I mean, there's a hole in the lining, which we will do up later on, but here is the first zipper pouch. Now we're going to do the next one. I'm going to do the outer one. You can do it in whatever order you like. It doesn't matter. There's no science to this. I'm just going to do the 2 outers and then the center. So whatever you want to do. So now I'm going to be working with the black zipper pouch. So I'll take the outer fabrics from the black zipper pouch and I will put those together. And again, that is where we're going to bunch up all the other parts to the other 2 zipper pouches. So that fully assembled pouch will be bunched in there as well. And we're going to tuck in that blue zipper that's from the center pouch. And then we're going to line up the lining for the black zipper also. So just tucking all of that inside. You're going to want to be as even as possible with this type of zipper pouch, just so that when it is all said and done, all your zipper pouches are exactly the same size. So you want to be consistent with your seam allowances. So if you're going to use a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, do that with all the pouches so that you can keep everything nice and streamlined and it all looks nice and even in the end. So again, we're going to sew all the way around, leaving a 3 or 4 inch gap in the lining. And I'm going to speed this up way faster, going straight over the zipper. And at some points you gotta, make sure, because that, those little parts, they just want to come sticking out, so you just want to poke them back in with your finger. And then again, we're going to snip off that excess zipper and we will flip this pouch right sides out. I can really envision this pouch being used for like a budgeting mom or someone who has coupons for different types of stores. I know that couponing is really big in the US, so just to be able to have everything nice and organized, or if you have, your grocery money and your clothes money and your this money, and you could have it all in your own little zipper pouches, I think that'd be so cute. Okay, so this is how it should be looking, and now we're just going to do that last pouch, which is the center pouch, and it gets a little bit easier now that all the zippers are kind of tucked in, so you don't have those sticking out anymore, but you still want to push in the zipper pouches just to get them out of the way and they don't end up accidentally creeping into your seam of the center pouch. And I'm just going to again clip all the way around, and we'll do that same thing where we sew all the way around, leaving that hole. And I got a little lazy and just didn't clip it. I mean, as long as if you don't want to clip it and you just want to, keep pushing it in with your fingers, you can do that if you want. So you do you. But it gets easier with this pouch, so that's why I don't mind not clipping it. And of course, make sure you push that zipper in. And this is it. So now we're just going to snip off that excess zipper again. And we will do the last birthing of the zipper pouches. Finally. So cute. I love this. This is so neat because it's like a little accordion. I love it so much. And just want to poke out all your corners and poke out your zippers and stuff like that. And now we're just going to sew up all the holes in all the linings. So you're just going to pull it out and just kind of pull it like that. And then the raw edges kind of just want to like tuck in on their own, and then you'll just do a top stitch right across that. Easy peasy, no one's going to see it, who cares, just get it done. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you make this, I would love to see it. So of course, come over to Instagram and Facebook and, follow along and share in your sewing journey. I would love to see it if you do make it and what you use it for. I would love to see what your ideas of making this. I think it would be so awesome also if it could be like an iPad case where one portion is for iPads and another one, there's just so many possibilities for this pouch. And if you make it with more than 3 zipper pouches, I would love to see that also. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye guys.